Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I would do a big book haul because I've accumulated a lot of books over the past month. Oh my god, I'm actually looking at the stack right now and it's quite large. But that is okay because I've been reading a lot recently. I had like a little bit of a break with reading throughout my uni semester because I was studying, and I also had placement as well, so I was doing that. So I thought that I would do a book haul today. As you can see, my shelves have some gaps. That's where I've taken these books from. So I'm not going to go in any specific order or anything. I'm just going to pick them up as they're on the ground. So the first 3 books that I have here are in a series, and the reason I got all 3 of them is because like I never do that. I always buy the first in the series and I decide if I like it and then I buy the next ones. That would be like logical, but no, I bought these 3 books because they have beautiful sprayed edges. That is the reason I bought all 3, is because of the sprayed edges. So we've got Spark of the Everflame, Glow of the Everflame, and Heat of the Everflame. So in a mortal world colonized by the gods and ruled over by the Descended, their cruel magic wielding offspring, Diem Bellata yearns to escape the insular life of her poor village. When her mother suddenly disappears and Diem maybe discovers a dangerous secret about her past, she seizes an unexpected opportunity to enter the dark world of the Descended royalty and unlock the web of mysteries her mother left behind. So this sounds really good. I think it also says with the Dying King's handsome enigmatic heir watching her every move and a ruthless rebel alliance recruiting her to join the growing civil war, Diem will have to navigate the unwritten rules of love, power, and politics in order to save her family and all of mortal kind. So really excited to read this one. I think I might pick it up soon. I'm currently reading The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. So when I finish that, I think I might start this series because I'm really excited for it. Next we have not a classic, but like it's classic. We have Twilight. I've been itching to read this recently. I don't know why, I just had the urge, and I saw this one with like sprayed edges. Controversial, I love sprayed edges. I know a lot of people hate sprayed edges, but I love sprayed edges. So we have Twilight. I actually, like, I know it's about vampires and I know that one falls in love with the other, but other than that, like, I pretty much know nothing, which is kind of crazy. Like, I'm going in blind to Twilight, something that's like a book that has been talked about so much. The inside covers are also really pretty, beautiful. We'll see if I like it or not. Next we have One Dark Window by Rachel Gillig. Really excited for this one also. I've been meaning to read some of Rachel Gillig's stuff. I haven't read anything by her, so I'm quite excited to start with this one. I think this is like her most popular series. Yeah, well, this is the first one. I think there's 2. I think it's a duology. I'm not sure if a 3rd one's coming out, or when was this published? It's published 2022. Okay, so this came out 4 years ago. So then we have another Rachel Gillig, which I actually bought first. I bought The Night and the Moth. I've seen people rave about this, so I picked it up, and then I realized that she is the one who wrote One Dark Window, so I was like, I'm gonna read that one first, and then I'll read The Night and the Moth. But I think there's a 2nd one coming out pretty soon. I think maybe September or something. It's definitely this year. I'll read One Dark Window first, and then I'll jump into The Night and the Moth because I'll start with like her OG series. So yeah, so Night and the Moth. Wow, the blurb is kind of big. Oh no, it's only that. Just realized. I love the cover too. It's beautiful. Anyway, so that's The Night and the Moth. Another non-classic, but it's classic. The Hunger Games. I was never a reader in high school and middle school. Like I thought reading was for losers, to be honest. And then after I graduated, I got really into reading. So I never read, you know, things like Twilight. I never read The Hunger Games. I never read the Divergent series. I never read like classic ones like that. And so I have seen the movie, and I've seen the first one. The only two I haven't seen are Catching Fire and Mockingjay. I've seen the first one, and I've seen Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. I'm excited to read it because I'm assuming the books are better because they're books. Everything that has, wow, I mean, it's a beautiful edition, but I'm just like realizing that the text is so like big and like there's so much white space around. Anyway, I'm really excited to read this, and I got this edition because it's beautiful. There's only up to Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes in this edition, but they're publishing a Sunrise on the Reaping version of this soon, I believe. So I'll be able to get my hands on all 5 in the same like edition, because I like all my series. Like when I read series, I want them all to be the same and in the same edition. Like the Emily Wilde series, I had to wait to get the third one, the pink one, because it was in the large print, and I had bought the first one in the standard like mass market paperback. So I had to wait until like the smaller paperback came out before I could purchase it. I have nothing against the large ones. Like this is a large one. Like her newest series, Mystical Cat Shelter, is a large one, but it's just because I bought the first one in the small paperback that I have to have the rest to match. So I had to wait, and I'm gonna have to wait after the 4th one comes out. So that's The Hunger Games, and I'm really excited to read that. Then we have a classic, actually. I recently read this book. It's a non-fiction book. It is called Men Explain Things to Me by Rebecca Solnit. I read some of her work for uni. I read a passage from Wanderlust, and I really loved her writing, and so I bought this book, and it is amazing. She talks about Virginia Woolf, and I haven't read any Virginia Woolf. I haven't read many classics, but she inserted like a passage from one of her books, and I really liked her writing, so I picked up The Waves by Virginia Woolf. I really love this cover. I have like a few of these editions, so it goes with my other ones. And it's nice and short, which is good because I don't read a lot of classics. I prefer them to be short just because the language is so advanced, and like I need to get used to it. And then I always DNF thick classics, which is why I don't read classics a lot, because I just get intimidated by them. But this one is nice and short, so I can digest it a little bit better. Conveys the complexities of human experience. Tracing the lives of a group of friends, The Waves follows their development from childhood to youth and middle age. While social events, individual achievements, and disappointments from its narrative, the novel is most remarkable for the rich poetic language that expresses the inner life of its characters, their aspirations, their triumphs and regrets, their awareness of unity and isolation. Separately and together, they query the relationship of past to present and the meaning of life itself. So, I'm really excited for this. I'm not sure when I'm going to get around to reading it. I have to be in like a specific mood. So, The Waves. Next, we have Our Perfect Storm by Carly Fortune. I haven't read any of her books before. I haven't read a lot of romance. Like you can this is my romance shelf. I haven't read a lot of romance. I have read most of those, but like for the amount of romance books there are and for the amount I read, I don't read a lot of romance. So yeah, I picked this up because this is her newest release and apparently it's good. I also want to read One Golden Summer. So 2 best friends, 7 days in paradise, 1 chance to fall in love or fall apart. Ooh, that sounds good. That sounds good. 3 sentences just got me. So I'm really excited to read this one. It's quite thick actually. It's 400 pages, 420 pages. So yeah, and she's quite large too. But yeah, we'll see. I'm really excited for that. Maybe if I'm in a romance mood next, I'll pick this up. Then we have Yesteryear. I am so excited to read this. I believe it's more like psychological thriller, and that's not my vibe at all. Like that's my taste in movies and films, but not really my taste in books. But I've heard this one is amazing. And I have heard that it kind of like leaves you like, what the fuck did I just read? My friend Charlotte just read it and she loved it. So I'm really quite excited for this one. Apparently her inner monologue is like really good to like kind of like read about. So it basically kind of depicts like everything wrong with social media nowadays, like, and how like everyone just portrays a different person than to who they actually are. I might choose it for book club as well. I'm in a book club with Kate and Noni. I might choose it for book club because we usually read like general fiction, historical fiction. So this is like, and it has like, this one has some historical elements to it. So I might choose this one, but we'll see. Then I picked up another like really famous book that I haven't read yet, and that is The Cruel Prince. I watch Hailey Jean ASMR and her vlog channel as well, and she loves this book, and I feel like I have very similar book taste to her, so I'm really excited to read this. One terrible morning, Jude and her sisters see their parents murdered in front of them. The fearsome assassin abducts all three girls and brings them to the world of Faerie. Mocked and tormented for being merely mortal, Jude soon realizes that to survive in the treacherous, dangerous world of the royal court, she needs to be as cunning and deceitful as the Fae themselves. But the stairway to power is fraught with shadows and betrayal, and looming over is the arrogant and charismatic Prince Cardan. Ooh, that sounds good! I'm also really excited to get into this. I don't know if I'm going to read this or Spark of the Everflame first. I think maybe this, because this is like everyone says who has read this that everyone needs to read it. So like, yeah, quite excited for this. Then we have two hardcovers. First is Babel by R.F. Kuang. I read Yellowface, which is right there. I read Yellowface back in 2024, I believe is when it came out. And I've always been really interested in this one. I actually can't even remember what it's about. So yeah, I bought the hardcover because I don't know what it is. Like, I just like love a hardcover. I don't love reading hardcovers, but I love like the look of them and the feel of them, and like, I obviously take the dust jacket off whenever I read hardcovers. I don't mind reading them. Like, I prefer paperbacks to read, but I felt like getting a hardcover of this, like, I'm just like, I love a hardcover, like I love it on my shelf as well. So Babel is my next pick. Then finally, the last book that I have, I actually just realized I have 3 more books coming in the mail. Is V.A. Schwab's Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil. This is a hardcover, first of all, and it is a signed copy. Oh my goodness. I'm so glad I got the signed copy. There's still some on Amazon. I bought it from Amazon. I am so glad I bought the signed copy because I am currently reading The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, and I very quickly became obsessed with V.A. Schwab's writing. I think her writing is like phenomenal, like genuinely phenomenal. Just like beautiful, like her imagery is just like so well done. And like, I'm annotating Addie LaRue at the moment, because like the first sentence in, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna annotate this. Anyway, so very excited to pick this one up. I'm not sure when I'm gonna get to it, but it's signed by the author. Oh my god, that's so cool. Anyway, so this is pretty special. and I'm really excited to read this. Oh, before I forget, I have 3 books coming in the mail. They're all part of the same series. I know that I said that I don't do this often, and I don't, like I never do this. But I'm about to finish Throne of Glass. I just need to read Kingdom of Ash, and then I will have finished ACOTAR and Throne of Glass. So I ordered the first 3 books in the Crescent City series. So, and I bought, the reason I bought all 3 is because you guys know, you already know I like my books to match. I like my series, I like them all to match each other. Same editions, right? In stores, you can only find like mass market paperbacks, like the small ones, and they're, I'm sorry, the new covers are kind of ugly. So I bought the like the really detailed and beautiful covers in the large paperback print that like they kind of like brought out when the 2nd and 3rd one were published. They are the 3 books that are also coming in the mail. They're coming next week, but I wanted to film this video now. Yeah, so that is my collective haul. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys got some inspo to either go book shopping or pick up some of these books that I've shown you today. So yeah, I'm gonna pop these back on my shelf and I'm gonna continue with Addie LaRue. And yeah, I'm also vlogging my week this week, so I'm not sure if this is gonna be posted before or after that vlog, probably before. So keep an eye out. I'm vlogging my week at the moment. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will chat to you next time. Bye bye.